Hey everybody. In class today we talked about finding the percent of change in a situation, how much something is changing as a percentage of its original amount. Tonight we're going to talk about how to use the percent of change to find different things, specifically in the context of shopping. So we're going to look at how to find a new price after discount and how to find the price after a markup, which is when a store increases the price of an item. Before we get into those situations though, we first have to know how to find the percent of a number. So finding the percent of a number is very similar to finding the fraction of a number. So let's look at example A here. It says, what is 1/3 of 48? If we want to find 1/3 of 48, what we can do is we can set up the fraction 1/3 times 48. And when we do 1/3 times 48, that's going to give us the number that's 1/3 of 48. So really, when we see this multiplication, we think of that as representing the word of. So to do 1/3 times 48, I have to make this 48 over 1, and then I just multiply straight across. 1 times 48 is 48. 3 times 1 is 3. So now my fraction, 1/3 of 48, equals 48 over 3, and I can simplify that because I know that 48 over 3 equals 16. So 16 is 1/3 of 48, and we found that by multiplying. To do percents, we do it the same way. I have 45% of 60, so I'm going to multiply 45% times 60. The problem, though, is I can't just multiply 45 times 60, right? I can't do 45 times 60. That's going to give me a huge number. 45% of 60 should be smaller than 60 because it's just going to be a part of that, 45% of that. So to do that, we actually use the decimal form of the percent. So instead of doing 45 times 60, I actually have to move the decimal to the left 2 places to make this percent into a decimal. So I actually do 0.45 times 60. And when I do that, I can do that in a calculator, and it just gives me 27. So 27 is 45% of 60, and that makes sense. Half of 60, 50% of 60 is 30, 45% of 60 should be pretty close to that. All right, let's take a look at a situation where we're actually saving some money here. We're getting a discount off of an original price. You buy a skateboard that is 15% off the original price of $130. What is the sale price? So first thing we have to do when we're finding a discount or a sale price is we actually have to find the amount of the discount, right? How much money are we saving? I know in this situation it tells me that I have 15% off the original price of $130, but what does that actually mean in terms of how much money we're going to save? We can calculate that the same way we just did. We're going to use the decimal form of this percent, so instead of 15, it's going to be 0.15. Remember, we just moved the decimal 2 places to the left on 15, 1, 2, and we multiply that by the original price, 15% of 130. And when we multiply that, 0.15 times 130, we get 19.5. So the discount in this situation is $19.50. Let's write that out. Discount equals $19.50 equals. Now, to find the sale price, the price after the discount, we just have to subtract. We just have to subtract how much we're saving from the original price. So if the original price is $130, we're just going to subtract $19.50 from that. And we get $110.50. So that is the final price, $110.50. So we call that the sale price. What is the price of the item when it's on sale? In example D, we have a little bit of a different situation. A store buys silver necklaces at a wholesale price of $24, then marks up the price by 40%. What is the retail price? So what's happening here is the store buys the things that they sell from somebody else, and they buy it from them at the wholesale price. So the store actually has to pay $24 for each necklace that they buy. Then they mark up the price by 40%. They increase the price and then sell it to the customers. That's how the stores actually make money, by marking up the prices. So the retail price is the price that the customers actually have to pay. So in order to find that, we have to find the markup of the necklaces. How much extra money is the store going to add to the price so that they can make money? So to do that, we just have to find 40% of 24. So to find 40%, 40% is the same as 0.40 or 0.4, and we just multiply that by the original price, 0.4 times 24. When we put that in our calculator, we get 9.6. So the markup that the store is adding to the price is $9.60. So we're going to take that markup, $9.60, and add it to the wholesale price, the price that the store is paying, and that's going to give us our total. So we just have to do 24 plus $9.60. In this case, the price is going up, that's why we add, and we get $33.60. So we call this the retail price equals $33.60. Let's look at two final examples here. In example E, we know the original price and we know the discount. We don't know what we're buying, but we don't really need to. If we know the price of the item and we know how much money we're going to save, we can find what the final price is. To find the discount, we have to do 30% of 36. 0.30 times 36, which gives us 10.8. So this right here is the discount. We're going to use that to find our final price. Since the discount saves us money, we're going to do 36 minus 10.8, which is how much we're saving. And that's going to leave us with 25.2. So the final sale price that the customer is going to have to pay is $25.20. In example F here, we actually have a markup. So the price is going to increase by 125%. Now, this looks weird because we're used to seeing percents that are smaller than 100, but we can still do the math here. We do it the same way. We're just going to move the decimal over 2 places. Remember, it's always 2 places. So to do this multiplication, it's going to be 1.25, that's 125% written as a decimal, times 70. And that gives us 87.5. So this number in this problem is the markup. That's how much they're going to increase the cost by before they sell it to the customer. So they start with $70, that's how much the store paid for it, and then they add an additional $87.50. And that gives us 157.5. So the store is going to charge the customer $157.50. And that is the final price. And that's also going to be our final example tonight. So you can go ahead and finish up your notes and submit them through Canvas, and I will see you guys in class.